What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Jacqueline, the voice of the ultimate vibe. I'm back with another word, or should I say a message from the Most High. How y'all doing today? Today, I want to talk about the accountability of a farmer, a farmer's accountability. What are you doing with the things that God has given you as a farmer? Look at ourselves like we're farmers, like we're carrying the characteristics of a farmer. We have the spirit of a farmer, right? What are you doing with the things that God has given you? With the land, the air, the nutrients, the water, and the sunlight. Are you taking care of your farm, right? Does your farm have good soil, right? Okay, now I want to talk about are you planting and fertilizing and watering and harvesting your crops? Not somebody else's farm, not what somebody else is doing. Are you taking care of your farm? Because remember, we're embodying the characteristics of a farmer. That's how I want to kind of relate this message. Like, are we taking accountability being a farmer for our farm, right? So I want to talk about certain things that farmers face, right? Like in life, farmers, they have to deal with climate change, pests, they have to deal with diseases. They got to deal with having access to the markets, whatever the case it is. As a farmer, you're going to go through different things, right? But that doesn't mean you stop producing. That doesn't mean you stop planting. That doesn't mean that you stop watering. That doesn't mean that you stop fertilizing. That doesn't mean that you stop taking care of the animals that is on your farm. That doesn't mean that you just let everything just go because everything around you could be changing, but you have a job to do, and that is to take care of your farm. Because if a farmer quits, everything goes away and it dies, right? You can't quit on you. You have to take care of you. You have to take care of your seeds. You have to take care of what you're planting. You have to take care of what you're fertilizing. You have to take care of this, your temple, your thoughts. You have to take care of you, right? The moment you stop taking care of you is the moment you lose sight of what God is trying to do in your life. And that's why I titled this The Farmer's Accountability, because we have to be accountable. We have to be accountable. Many people in the churches, many people who claim to be Christians, many people who claim to walk this walk aren't accountable. Be accountable, because when you're not accountable for the things that you are doing in your life, you tend to look at another person and think that they're not doing what God has for them. You tend to think that they're not doing what God has called them to do. And that's why we need to have accountability. We have to pay attention to the things the crops on our farm. We have to pay attention to the soil on our farm and make sure we are doing what we are supposed to do on our farm. Do we have good soil? Don't worry about what Johnny down the road has on his farm. Pay attention to what you have on your farm so you can produce the things that you need to produce. Because the things that you need to produce has purpose. It has purpose in the world. Farmers have the biggest impact, basically, because our agriculture has the biggest impact, basically, in society. And it's you have to understand that what's inside of you has an impact and a purpose that's supposed to have its place in this world. But if you're not taking accountability of the things that you hold, of the things that you carry, and you're not utilizing what God has put inside of you, then you're not going to produce fruit. That means your soil is bad. And let's talk about what soil is. So I took a note. Soil represents the mind and attitudes and hearts of those in whom the word is sown into. So do you have good soil? Are you producing good soil? You can't produce good soil if you ain't taking care of your farm. You can't produce good soil if you're not taking care of you. You can't produce good soil if you're not taking care of this temple. the seed or word takes root, grows, and produces fruit or not. So based on how you are taking care of your farm, it's going to show if you are producing good fruit or not. Based on how you take care of yourself, based on how you are building your relationship with the Lord, based on how you are healing, based on how you are being transformed, it's going to show, are you producing good fruit or not?